Yo, let's go. Am I right? Happy Saturday. What's good with you? Seriously, take a second. What's good, man? What's good? Think about it. Man, engage your heart. The goodness of God is everywhere. Got up this morning, and if you haven't heard, we're in the middle of this hashtag first word, first look, first thing. Man, what's the first look? What's the first word you input into yourself when you get your rear end out of bed? Is it the news? Is it sosh meeds? Or is it the goodness of God? Because look at this, man. Who would have known that there's all this chaos going on around us? Who would have known that these masks are freaking everyone out? And that there's this corona and this massive what if? What if I'm a carrier and I don't know and I'm getting everyone dead? See all these things get amped up out of control because I would suggest we don't actually rest in the goodness of God. We don't think about the goodness of God. We think about what we input into our domes, into our hearts. And right now the inputs around us are chaos and everyone freaking out. So stop it. It's like actually the wisdom of heaven and the peace of heaven that's needed in this hour. And so my question for you today is, what are you inputting first? I got up this morning and shut off my alarm and decided to simply rest in the coolness of my room, not get up, and enjoy Jesus. I looked over at my wife and I kind of poked her. She was passed out because it was early. And instead of freaking out and be like, oh, I gotta go do something, I simply rested in the goodness of God in that moment. So if you haven't had a moment to stop and rest, think about what's good, engage what you're thankful for, it's not gonna go well for you. You'll probably just be a victim of everything going on around you. So do me a favor and stop what you're doing. And if you haven't yet, take a moment and go back into the presence of God. If you don't know what that means, or spending time with Him is kind of a new thing, just simply stop, crack open your word, and try and still your heart and mind and ask Him questions. God, what do you think about Corona? God, do you speak? God, are you real? God, do you like me? God, what do you think about me? Great place to start would be anywhere. I was reading today in Proverbs 8, and it's all about wisdom. And I'm feeling challenged in the world of social media, the quick fix, we don't embrace the long, slow process of getting wisdom. And if you read some of the benefits of wisdom and some of the things that wisdom invites us into in Proverbs 8, it is like the most glorious thing, but you got to read it for yourself. It actually says it's more precious than rubies. And so Austin's translation would be like, man, wisdom is like more precious than mad loot. It talks about how kings are enthroned on wisdom. You know, Austin's translation would be like, if you want to pwn some baddies, you need some wisdom. Something like that. I guess it's a loose interpretation. Maybe someday I'll write Austin's interpretation of the Bible. Probably not. People think I'm crazy. Anywho, if you haven't had a chance, stop. And we cannot, as the church, engage this chaos by sharing some videos online and throwing our opinions around online. All social media is doing right now is displaying our foolishness. Like, this challenge of culture right now isn't going to get addressed online. It's going to be addressed by the people of God, bringing the peace of heaven into their immediate spheres. And my friends, that's not online. It's in your neighborhood, it's in your workplace, in your local community. Join me. This is day 3. We got 87 days till the election, and I'll be putting out videos like this pretty consistently. But jump on the hashtag first word, first look, first thing, word first, whatever that looks like, and just invite people to do it with you. The world's looking for the people of God that know God, that carry the presence of God. And it would be foolish of us to think we can do it without intentionally building our lives first on the daily around Him. So let's get that bread. Let's pwn some baddies. Let's bring heaven to earth. Peace.